Hello and welcome to episode 141 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. In the first match we are at home to Athletic Club Bilbao in the Europa League, and then we're at home to Napoli in Serie A. And as you can see, since you were last with me, we've continued our unbeaten start to the season. So let's see if we can continue that against Athletic Club, and the team for this one is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the game against Athletic Bilbao, and it is Gianni Ado in goal, back four of Denia, Delcourt, White and Quacquarelli, Lavia at the base of midfield, Tinino and Smith ahead of him, Teixeira on the left, Battili on the right, Stamenkovic up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is suggesting that he thinks we need to show everyone the recent praise is justified, put on a real show. Given that we're unbeaten all season, I'm not sure I agree with him. I'm going to go with we're doing well, we're on a good run, keep it going. Pump the fists and do that. And let's get into the tunnel. Weather out there is less than ideal. How will that affect the match? Players can adapt. What are you doing to ensure the team picks up where it left off against Spezia? We want to play well in every match, and that goes without saying. Romeo Lavia has been in good form and starts again. How happy have I been? Very. Playing very well, I'm excited. Okay, let's get the match underway. As always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things play out and react accordingly. And there's not a lot to go on, although we do have the first highlight. Tinino into Teixeira, plays it out to Lavia. Tinino's cross, Smith with the header. It's in the back of the net. There is an appeal for offside. First glance, I don't think it is offside. And the VAR gives the goal. So it is Juventus 1, Athletic Bilbao 0. Teixeira's free kick to the far post, headed away. And Battili picks it up, plays it back to Lavia. Square to Denia. Holds on to the ball. Back to Delcourt. Denia again, plays it forward for Teixeira. His cross, Stamenkovic with the header. And Secunza makes the save. So with 15 minutes gone, we are in the lead, and deservedly so. Athletic Bilbao have offered nothing so far, and we are looking comfortable, but we could do with a second goal to rubber stamp that comfort. Verto to Costello for Athletic Club, and Orbegozo into Sola. Orbegozo to Uriarte. Sola again over the top. White clears to Battili, finds Tinino into Teixeira. His ball through is blocked, and Athletic Club can counter, and they're in on goal. But the shot is way wide, and the highlight comes to an end. So half an hour gone, it's another Athletic Club highlight, but we get the ball away. Battili gives it away though to Uriarte, who clips it forward, and Verto's shot is comfortably saved by Ado. And we now need a demand more, I think. We've become a little bit complacent. Secunza with the free kick, played forward, but we've won it back. Stamenkovic to Battili, slides it through for Smith. Here's dink over the keeper, and Ian Smith makes it Juventus 2, Athletic Bilbao 0. And no doubt about that one. That goal stands, and that should be enough to see us over the line, hopefully. Marua for Athletic Club comes up to halfway, plays it back to Costello, to Orbegozo. He plays it square to Costello, forward to Uriarte, back to Costello. Further back is Orbegozo again. He plays a diagonal ball out to the right-hand side for Verto, who cuts in field, hits a shot, but it's too high, and the highlight will come to an end. They get another highlight though. It's a free kick, Gurachaga, and I don't like the keeper's positioning here, but he has made the save, and Delcourt makes the block. It's cleared by to Stamenkovic. Teixeira takes over on the left. It's cleared for a throw-in, and the highlight comes to an end. We're going to need to make changes at the break. Tenino definitely is going to be coming off. There may be one other change. Smith plays it all the way back to Ado in goal. He finds Delcourt into Tenino. Smith plays a diagonal ball forward for Batili on the right. His cross in. Stamenkovic is thwarted by the Athletic Club goalkeeper at the expense of a corner, which Teixeira will take. Outswinging corner. Delcourt can't get there, but Batili does. Plays it square to Lavia, back to White, and the highlight comes to an end. And with it, the halftime whistle. Juventus 2, Athletic Bilbao 0. So let's go into the dressing room. Doing well, we can definitely find another gear. And let's have a look at those halftime changes. Tenino, we said, was definitely coming off. So he'll be replaced by Pamela. And right back Quacquarelli needs to come off. So we'll bring on... Let's have a look at DAE. DAE is going to be coming on. And that will do for now. So 2 changes at half time. And let's start the second half with a bit of encouragement. And see if we can see the job through. We are currently second in the overall standings on a perfect 15 points out of 15 alongside several other teams so far. But it is Uriarte, Gurachaga who squares it. Delcourt clears. White and Batili back to DAE. Lavia to Batili into Smith, who is able to find Batili. Stamenkovic to Pamela. His ball forward will find Teixeira on the left. He cuts it back for Stamenkovic, who hits the crossbar. It's cleared, but Teixeira picks up the loose ball and is able to win it back, and but concedes a free kick. The highlight ended, but it's another Athletic Club highlight. Uriarte forward to Marua on the right. Teixeira can't get there. Rodriguez into the middle. It's played back, and Sola manages to find the back of the net. So Athletic Bilbao have a goal back. It's Juventus 2, Athletic Club 1. And I think Teixeira needs to come off. So we'll bring on Garnacho. And next one off is going to be Delcourt for Dorrington. And the third and final change is going to be Batili on the right hand side for Petrisco. And that should be enough to see us through. And it is. Juventus 2, Athletic Club Bilbao 1, the final score. And I'll be back in a moment to show you the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and a home Serie A game with Napoli. The team for this one: Ado in goal, back four of Mancuso, White, Dorrington and Quacquarelli. Lavia at the base of midfield, Tenino and Smith ahead of him, Teixeira on the left, Batili on the right, Stamenkovic up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well this time my assistant is recommending we're doing well, we're on a good run, let's keep that going. I I'm going to disagree with him again, actually, on this one. And I'm going to talk about the importance of the rivalry. So let's pump the fists and let's talk about that. You all know how important rivalries are. We're expected to win, make sure we do. And that's made a few more of them motivated and inspired. So let's get into the tunnel. And is the first goal going to be crucial? Goals win matches. It's always helpful to get out in front. A big day all round. Yeah, it's a game you mark in your calendar. You feel the pressure a little more ahead of a match against a fierce rival. Don't think it affects the planning, but the lads will certainly have a bit of extra desire. The fact that managers can often crack under the pressure, do you expect to handle it pretty well? And can the same be said of Johan Capdevila? You'll have to ask him how he'll cope with it. Okay, let's get into the action and kick things off. And as always, we'll let things settle down unless anything drastic happens. Tinino, but it's cleared. Quacquarelli picks it up on halfway. Plays it forward for Teixeira, doesn't find him. Battili to Lavia though. Lavia round the outside. Back to Quacquarelli. Tinino shoots, hits the crossbar. And Amand clears. Mancuso to Teixeira. Tinino's ball in. Headed away. And cleared completely, and the highlight comes to an end. So we've started well, and the question is, what do we do? Depends what happens on this highlight, to be honest. Mancuso to Tinino, Teixeira, ball forward, Stamenkovic doesn't get there. Teixeira picks up the loose ball, turns, crosses, Smith flicks it on to Battili, and the keeper is able to make the save. So the highlight continues. Teixeira with an in-swinging corner to the far post, headed away. Lavia wins it. Tinino back to Lavia. White is dispossessed, but Tinino picks it up, finds Mancuso, and the highlight comes to an end. I think we go demand more at this point. Lavia with the free kick round the wall, and it's too high, so that will bring that highlight to an end, and it does. Can we find a breakthrough somewhere? At the moment we are the better side, but we're not 100% dominant. We need to find something a little bit more to take control. Stamenkovic isn't having a great game up front. Tinino's beginning to struggle. So those are two potential things to keep an eye on. But they're in behind here. And Ado makes the save from Avila. Okay, Tinino is clearly not going to come out for the second half. Quacquarelli with the throw-in into Lavia. Quacquarelli to Tinino. Back to Dorrington. Finds White. Lavia to Dorrington. Lavia again into Smith. Tinino to Lavia. Back to Dorrington. Finds Quacquarelli into Battili. Tinino. Back to Dorrington. White takes over again. Finds Mancuso on the left. White to Tinino. Back to Lavia. Lavia's ball forward for Teixeira on the left. He cuts in field. Hits the shot. It's pinging around the area. And Teixeira's offside. So it wouldn't have counted anyway. There's your half-time whistle. So it will be Tinino and Stamenkovic to come off at half-time. Don't like what I just saw. We need more. So, Tinino for Pamela. Stamenkovic for Patrisco. And we'll start the second half and we'll hit them with a demand more immediately. And let's go hunting for that goal to put us in the lead. Cavazzoni for Napoli. Armand into Barbagallo, or Barbagallo I should say. Armand again on the right for Napoli. Plays it all the way back to his keeper, Nagoita, who comes out of his area. Plays it short to Sesko. Canale to Hope. Armand on the right hand side plays it forward for Barbagallo, and the header comes in, but it's saved by the keeper. And Barbagallo is dispossessed by Teixeira, who comes forward, hits a shot too high, and the highlight will come to an end. So encouraging start to the second half. So therefore I think that's exactly what we'll do with the first opportunity to make a shout. We'll encourage. Quacquarelli is tiring, so we'll get him off and bring on Aliuna Diaye. And White is going to be the next one replaced by Delcourt. And the final change is going to be Mancuso, I think, if we've got a replacement. If not, it'll be Smith. It's played back to Armand for Napoli. He hits a shot and it's high and wide. So let's have a look. Can we replace Smith? Not really. So we need to look for an alternative. As Dorrington crosses, it's headed away. Lavia wins it back. Pamela into Battili. He plays it back to Lavia, who is dispossessed by Rioja. And the highlight comes to an end. So I think Mancuso off and Denia on for the final change. We're into the final couple of minutes. A draw, not a disaster in this match by any stretch. Pamela dispossessed. Onsika. Mujan is through. Hits the crossbar. Delcourt clears. Armand picks up the loose ball. Highlight comes to an end. And in a frantic finish, it ends. Juventus 0. Napoli 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and as you can see, with 13 games gone, we're top of the pile, 9 wins, 4 draws, and yet to taste defeat this season. So 31 points, 4 more than nearest challengers Inter. And let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And I think what I'm going to do is play all the way through December and bring you back for the game at home to Milan at the start of January. And then I'll show you the Coca-Cola Super Cup final against Roma to see if we can lift a trophy on the next episode. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.